Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Real Reds Talk, the authentic football fan channel made in Manchester. This is your Friday night breaking news show.
We want Blaze Out, and we want Blaze Out. We want Blaze Out, and we want Blaze Out. We want Blaze.
What's popping, people? Welcome back to the channel. Apologies about the lateness, technical issues going on behind the things, audio issues. They happen. It's life. You all know. But we've resolved them now. That's the main thing. And we've got loads of stuff we want to talk about. But just before we get into the topics, I want to first start by saying, as a channel, we wish Edwin van der Sar a very speedy recovery, who has apparently had a brain hemorrhage, I believe. Ajax put a tweet out in regards to that, which obviously isn't great. But let's hope it doesn't turn even more serious. Club legend, of course, won Champions League with us. And a fantastic person, it seems like, from everyone who's spoken about him. And a fantastic player as well. So, speedy recovery to you, Edwin. Not great news when you hear things like that. And let's just hope it doesn't turn more serious. In more positive news, I suppose Romano is saying Andre Onana, just literally put a tweet out about 15 minutes ago about Andre Onana. We're waiting to hear the announcement for that. Hopefully it happens whilst we're live. That'd be very nice and we can discuss that together. Mason Greenwood to Atlanta is apparently on. Atlanta are very interested. He's interested in going there. And this could facilitate a move for Rasmus Hojlund. Simon Stone has come out with a couple of interesting quotes about FFP on the squad in general and transfers, which we're going to touch on. We've got a new doctor, if anyone's asked about that. And we've got some fun, interactive stuff towards the end. Guess the team is back. It's Friday night, so we thought, fuck it, let's just bring it back. International edition. So make sure you stick with us towards the end for that, because you all know it's, we know you've enjoyed it, so we brought it back for that specific reason. So get involved in the comment section, smash a like on the video, subscribe. Also, as well, just to let you know, members video, Qatar, Sheikh Jassim, what they would bring to Manchester United. What would life be like post Glazers? What's the future hold for us? That video has been recorded now, and it just needs to be edited, and then it can be put out. So that's your second members video of the week, nearly done. Take a breath. Done. Take a breath. How you doing, lads?
It's Friday.
Yeah, doing good. Friday, yeah. But for me, the Friday has been a bad days in recent weeks.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can cheer you up a little bit with the interactive stuff towards the end as well, Dan. Sam, how are you doing?
Friday.
Onana, there we go, can heal that. Sure.
Yes, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, Friday is good. Finished early. Going to the gym after this, so nice and positive stuff. Hopefully we get an Onana or a Hojlund. Here we go at some point, which would be good.
Sure.
And yeah, I just personally wanted to put my well wishes out to Van der Sar as well. Like terrible news to sort of just before the stream to start with. So I hope he recovers quickly, and I hope it's a speedy sort of recovery. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. All the ultras are in there. Shah Sam, Brian Casey, Grey 100. Brandon's back as well. It's good to see Brandon.
Hey,
it's been a while.
Yes, Brandon.
And then a couple of the other regulars, Jay McGrogan and Jale and Daniel and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, nice to see all of you. Thank you for bearing with us with the technical issues as well. Appreciate it.
I know, yeah. So this week, in particular, I don't know why, it's just been a nightmare for certain technical issues. But we move forward. Big up, I echo them thoughts from Sam as well. Big up all your legends being in the chat. Can I just appreciate Sam's top and the beanie combination, because I think the United badge tends to blend well with that, and then the shirt's just gorgeous in general. So we're kicking off Friday night in the right style, I believe. Right, we're gonna just go straight into the Greenwood situation. I've seen a lot of things. I listened to Talk of the Devils before as well. There was a few little gems in there about Greenwood. That's going to be resolved very, very shortly. United have discussed loaning Mason Greenwood to Atlanta, who are also interested. They decided to loan Greenwood as Eric Ten Hag is reluctant to sell the forward. Greenwood is contracted to the club until 2025, and the club have the option of an additional year. And apparently John Murtaugh has held extensive talks with Atlanta officials and has discussed a possible deal to sign Rasmus Hojlund and loan Mason Greenwood to them to kind of replace that young striker with him. Now, to be fair, Sam, I don't know your thoughts on this, but if Murtaugh pulls this off, would you think it's quite a smart deal in that regard? I mean, I know we don't want to praise Murtaugh all the time and things, but if he does pull that off, it's quite, thoughtful in that sense.
So far, I don't want to praise him too soon because of what happened last summer, but so far he's done all right. Yeah, might have overpaid a little bit for Mason Mount, but we stood fast on the price we were willing to pay, and we got it, which is great. And then Onana, we're not going to go to, what was it, the 60 million euros that Inter wanted. We've stood fast and we found a compromise, which is good. Hojlund, it seems like we seem to be finding a solution, and also at the same time, obviously United don't want to make a decision on whether they want to sell Greenwood or not at this point for some reason, which I understand. Like, the situation is very difficult. He's viable, so they could potentially get money for him. They don't want to just like cut it off, like, because nobody's going to pay that amount of money for him now. But if he played well for 12 months, they might be able to down the road. So it's a difficult situation. So if he manages to pull that sort of thing off, he's got to get some sort of credit, hasn't he? Like, he's done decently well. If we can get, like, if the new owners come in before the end of the transfer window, and then we can get a couple more, like an Amrabat or like another top striker or a centre back, I mean, that's a pretty good window in my eyes. Like, he's done okay right now and decent, but if we can get those extra couple of players on top of that, then it's a good window.
Absolutely. And on the flip side of things, Dan, what happens if Mason Greenwood starts bagging goals at Atlanta and showing the promise that he did have before all this stuff that came out? Do you think United would then perhaps lean more towards keeping him at the club?
No, I think still his abilities was never in question, because the thing with all these controversies, his abilities, we always know that he is a player who can score goals at any moment of time, and he has been scoring goals for us on regular basis. His abilities was never a question, but the thing was, even though if he goes to Atlanta, I'm sure that he will be performing really well in that team as well. But
you think, just to interject on that, Dan, do you think with the time off though, he'd still be performing high level?
Yeah, maybe there will be a dip. Maybe it may take some time for him to come back to that form, but I think still he has in it, because he is still very young, and that the abilities will already be there in him. But it may take some time for him to come back to that United form. But I think he will still be a very, the main player for them. But the thing again was, coming back to us, that this decision we are making is just because of what he has done, and that all the allegations about him, the thing what he has done. So I don't think even if he performs well, if we bring him back again, then it will sort everything off. But the thing is that the reason we are sending him out is just to avoid that split in the fan base and that negativity around the club. And then if we see a player performing well, and then bringing him back, then it doesn't justifies what we are doing now. Then what's the point of sending him out on loan? So at this moment, if I am in charge of this deal, I would rather plan it like I'll send the player on loan, and I know that he'll be performing really well in that club, and then the club will be wanting him to buy him, and then that will be both profitable for us and for the player as well. So that could be the best possible outcome for this moment, I think.
Well, I remember doing certain research on Atlanta. I can't remember what video it was, but I was doing like extensive research. I think it was actually Steve Pagliala, I think his name is, who owns Atlanta. So I was looking into like what they're renowned for. It's their academy. The fans are apparently really, really passionate. Got a great fan base. Sam, can you see this being an issue? If you was to put yourself in their shoes, how would you feel if, Greenwood was coming towards your team? Like, you wouldn't want him on loan, right?
Well, I'm trying to remain as unxenophobic as possible, because I don't want to tar every league with the same brush. But certain countries, what he did is more not accepted, but more people are willing to look past it and not be outraged, and they're willing to go, this happened, and they're willing to just sort of let things carry on. UK is a little different. Like, we've all seen players who've been embroiled in scandals and stuff like that, like likes of Adam Johnson come to mind, Gylfi Sigurdsson, etc. People who've been in thing that the career's done, it's over in England. They ain't ever playing for an English Premier League team again. So I think other countries are more accepting of it. Italy is well known for the racism and the sort of culture over there for fans. Like, we've seen Lukaku abused on a regular basis. We've seen Vinicius Jr. in Spain racially abused on a regular basis. So there's different sort of cultures and different sort of views on things like that. I don't want to tar everyone in the same bush, because I'm sure not every Atlanta fan would feel that way. I'm sure.
And also, it happens in the UK as well.
Yeah,
like, it's not
exactly.
like
There's members of our own fan base who still want Greenwood playing for us. So like,
yeah,
it happens all over the place. I just think the uproar in this country would be slightly larger than the uproar in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. So I think if I was an Atlanta fan personally, I wouldn't be happy, but I could see him being more accepted over there than if he went on loan to, say, an English team.
Yeah,
I
echo them thoughts. I just think after he's been there for a season, if he does well, and he's playing, I don't think United would be as eager to let him go. I think they'll probably, rather than spend money just knowing what United are like, they're probably like, oh well, we've got a striker there who's now bagging goals again. It's going to be a weird PR kind of experiment, though, because I imagine there's going to be some structure involved with this. Because Atlanta will probably say to them, all right, it's all right, we'll take your player, but what do you expect us to do about the case? That's everything that's been dealt. Like, what do you want to tell us, our fans, that, oh yeah, we're letting a promising striker go because we're getting money for him, and then we're going to bring someone who's dodgy history, dodgy past to come in and fill in for him? Like, you have to be careful with the PR, I think, around that situation. So it's an interesting one, but we'll wait for developments on that. They're the latest at the minute with Mason Greenwood and Rasmus Hojlund, but yeah, that deal's kind of heating up at the minute, and it's getting closer and closer. But one deal that is very close is Onana, which we touched on at the start. Romano put a tweet out saying Manchester United are now really close to signing Andre Onana. Positive round of talks. Final bid to arrive soon, then done deal. Told deal will be sealed by the end of next week. Personal terms agreed. Man United want Onana to travel to the USA pre-season tour. And then we've had a French journalist come out as well and say Andre Onana has never been so close to Manchester United. So everybody in the chat, let me know if you're excited. It's basically done. I don't want to get clipped up on this, but let me know if you're excited about the second signing of the summer.
Brandon's upset that you've not done what you're supposed to do.
I know it's because they have to have the soundboard open and I have to mess about, but I will do it just because some people was calling it annoying the other day, but there you go.
Hey, see, the chat's happy now. Brandon, Shah, Sam, they're all there. They're all happy with it. They're all happy with it.
It's funny. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on Onana, please. I mean, we've spoken about him so much. I haven't got any more angles to go. It's like the ownership thing. I haven't got anything, but second player of the preseason tour would be nice to have. If we get Rasmus in, Onana, and we've already got Mason Mount in, of course, that'd be fantastic news. So great news. I'll keep an eye on Twitter, lads. If you can as well, keep an eye out on stuff. If anything kind of breaks live, and we will discuss that. But we'll just move it on because I don't want to cover it and then it breaks and then, do you know what I mean? We have to cover it again. So I'm going to move on to the Simon Stone comments. So he's been saying, although Manchester United's budget is limited by FFP restrictions and ownership situation, Ten Hag feels a goalkeeper and a centre forward are attainable, particularly as departures should cover some of the cost. Ten Hag believes Andre Onana is up to the level he demands and will easily adapt to the league. By contrast, he's not convinced De Gea's ability with the ball is up to the required standard. Dan, do you think there's actually a reason why sales always happen after we've bought players rather than like the other way around? Does that make sense to you at all? I don't get it myself.
Yeah, I think that their whole logic of this is wrong because they might be thinking like, first let's buy and then let the player leave, because if they let the player leave and if they are unable to buy the players, then they're lacking the players in the team. So that's the fear factor in them. I think that's my opinion. But it's again states that the guys who are responsible for these transfer business in and out, they are not competent enough to make these deals happen, because all these deals like Onana and Hojlund deal that would have already been sorted, because these are those players whose price tags have been already fixed. Like the clubs have already declared that their price tag is this one. Then just go in and just do all these things which we are doing in the last 2-3 days. This should have been done long before. Then only you'll be able to move on. I get that. It's always, in my opinion, also it's good because when you buy players, then you are more confident in selling players. That may be on the confidence factor. But at this point, there are still those players. We are in so excessive of players that if we sell 3-4 players, still we are not lacking. The squad will remain the same because the starting 11 is the same, the bench player is the same. So, but the thing is, like the players like Henderson and the other few players, Martial, they may not be the part of the team as much as we think. those players can already be sorted, but still we are depending on that. And still, even if we are completed with Onana deal, still the goalkeeper situation is not sorted because we still have Henderson, and we are still not completed with the second choice goalkeeper. So, and every time this is a concern, because when we and the thing is, like, if they are going with this path of selling, buying players first and then selling players, if they're doing it from the very beginning of the transfer window, that then also it's understandable. But they are starting the deals, completing deals with the half of that transfer window, then they are left with nothing to do at the end of the transfer business, and then we are relying upon players like Igalo and Vegos at the end of the day.
I look at Manchester United as an entity, as a club, as a global monster, and the way they deal with transfers is like fucking Bradbury FC in League 3 or something. Like, it's astonishing to me that a club this massive is so bad in the market. And I know we've just been bigging up Murtaugh in that regard, but it's just selling players that I've never understood it, why we just can't do it the other way around. And then I know that the goalkeeper situation, as you alluded to there with Henderson, it's like a domino effect basically. Once Onana comes in, De Gea can actually leave then, and then Henderson can go to Nottingham Forest, and we can bring in that secondary keeper as well. But it just baffles me at United, like, so confusing. But on that keeper situation, Sam, I'm loving how kind of demanding Ten Hag is with this at the minute. Like, with the previous manager, Ole, he wouldn't force these kind of decisions on the board, but it does seem like he's having a say in it at this present moment in time.
Yeah, I've just seen a tweet from a friend of the channel, Jonathan Schrager, and it's the Rihanna Onana what's my name video, and then he just put, "You're looking good in that red kit," word of mouth. So Jonathan Schrager knows.
Mate, it's spreading like wildfire.
Jonathan Schrager knows. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, no, I like that Ten Hag is having his stamp all over, like, the sort of team and the way we play and all that, which is how it should be. Like, we should have let Mourinho and backed him to the point. Like, we did. Like, what was that? He wanted a centre back as someone else, and then something else, didn't he? And he got given Fred, and who was it? Who was the other one he got given? It was like the fucking shitty window. Was it Dalot?
Dalot, and Grant.
Yeah, like, that's not backing your manager, is it? Like,
Lee Grant.
So, like, I love Dalot, I really do. But, like, at the time, he wasn't a game-changing player. Like, he wasn't that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's good to see Ten Hag is picking players, and every single player he's picked has made an impact on the team in some way. Like, I know certain other people are different. Like, Licha and Casemiro are like one level. Anthony's hovering around potential. Eriksen is around that same level. So different players have different impacts, but I think Onana's going to have a huge impact on this team when he comes in. Absolutely will change everything, the way we play out from the back, distribution, all that sort of stuff. And then Hojlund is yet to be, I don't know what sort of impact he's going to have. I don't know what role he's going to have within the team. He's going to be our main number 9.
Just on that, if you don't know what impact he's going to have, there's a members video that dropped yesterday. So if you are a member, make sure you go check that out if you haven't already. If you're not, click the join button next to the notification bell for an in-depth look, analytical look at Rasmus Hojlund.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. Is he going to be our main number 9? Are we going to play Rashford, and then he's going to be our backup? We saw Martial. I don't see anybody buying Martial this summer, to be honest. So I think he's going to stay. And we saw last season Martial would play 70 minutes, then come off, and then we'd put Weghorst on, wouldn't we? Or we'd move Rashford and bring Sancho on. So maybe that Martial starts 70 minutes, you bring Hojlund on. Maybe you do that sort of thing. So I don't know. We'll find out in next season. But I'm hoping we can get Hojlund and Onana in at some point during the preseason, and then they can integrate into the team so we get a better idea. Because last season, Lissandro joined late, Eriksen joined late, Casemiro joined late, Anthony joined late, so we were playing catch up from day dot, and I don't need that this season. We need to start strong, so let's get them in early. It'd be good.
Yeah, there's no, like, it's obvious for me Ten Hag's having an impact on this, and he's probably had a close discussion with with John Murtaugh, and just said, look, we need to just get fucking cracking on this, because last summer was just that what a mess that was. We can't be doing that again. Right, we're going to read out your comments. We appreciate it. There's been loads that are in it. I just want to say first and foremost, I'm not getting into this fucking Greenwood argument in the comments.
I'm not getting into conspiracy theories either about fucking doctored audio tapes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
if you're going to be putting that shit in, I will ban you and I'll put your time out. I don't give a shit. So enough.
Yeah, everyone's welcome to an opinion, just not fucking stupid shit. So we'll read out your comments. That's absolutely fine as always. Your community, we appreciate you, but we're not diving into any of them comments and start having a Jeremy Kyle debate about fucking Mason Greenwood. So
lots of stuff about well wishes for Edwin van der Sar, which is nice to see. Love to see that. Jamie McGrogan, being punctual is important. Nick, laughing emoji. So
is that about the timing of the Onana?
Everybody's saying like good evening. Sort it out. Dan, the wife's dying to take me out for a pint. That's from Gray. So he's having to go to Dan for that. Let's have a look. Where is it? It's a lot of Greenwood shit. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, can I just one of the comments? Jamie McGrogan says naughty step for you lot.
Greenwood will not be accepted by Man United fans next season. I agree. I've got to agree with that. Part deal for Hojlund, perfect bit of business from Brian Casey. Absolutely. If this Hojlund deal comes off, I'd say he's played a mediocre hand very well given the situation. Yeah, I'd say
agree.
so. I'd say so.
Yeah.
The fact that we could have 3 new signings on the plane for pre-season seems like we're finally starting to act like a proper club. Absolutely. Like, totally agree. It's nice to actually see that we operate like other clubs who get their business done early. I would loan Ahmad and Greenwood to get Hojlund for even cheaper. That extra season for Ahmad will be so beneficial. No way he gets in ahead of Sancho, Anthony, Garnacho, Rashford, and also Pellistri.
Wait, let me address that. Who's put that comment in?
Curtis Luxon.
Curtis Luxon, let's have a chat, right? No way he gets ahead of Sancho. I don't know if you watched Jadon Sancho last season, but he was pants, mate. Let's just call a spade a spade. He weren't great. He had certain games where you're like, okay, I can see it, but Ahmad's been fantastic at Sunderland. It's been unbelievable. To say he's not even got a sniff of a chance of competing with Jadon Sancho, I think you can't say that. I think if he gets a good pre-season behind him, the talent that boy has, he's more than capable of challenging Sancho. I think Garnacho is even more than capable of taking Sancho's spot in the team, let alone Ahmad. So I think it's going to be fierce competition this season if he decides to keep Ahmad there. But yeah, sorry.
Brian Casey, only a matter of time before we get to Romano. Here we go. Yeah, I think that's in reference to Onana. Do you know what? I think this summer, Romano's been a bit of a tapping merchant, hasn't he? Like he has.
With transfers.
He's just been reporting other people's news and then going, like, this is happening. And it's like.
He has, and I know what you mean, because do you know what? Do you know who's overtaking him at the minute? Ornstein. Ornstein's
Absolutely.
like, Ornstein puts the tweet out, and then 2 minutes later, Romano here we go. Hold on a minute, I can fucking do that. I'll just wait for an Ornstein tweet, and then
Ornstein notifications on, and just right, retweet. There we go. That's
I mean, there's no doubt he's got great knowledge on the situations, but in terms of announcing it at the time, it's not as good.
He seems to be a bit hesitant now, doesn't he? He seems to be like waiting, but. It is what it is. Both Pellistri and Ahmad will go past Sancho this season. That's from Charlie Malman. Ahmad deserves a shot 100%. That's from Jay McGrogan.
Yeah, let's go.
Ahmad needs a Premier League loan. That's from Daniel. Miles better than Sancho. That's from DJ Superfly. Sancho is plop. It's a bit harsh, but fair enough. Sancho's had his chance where we can't have a rebuild under Ten Hag whilst carrying players. Westcott, like once.
All my Ahmad team unites together. Let's go.
Yeah, so there you go. That's the comments. There's 52 people in the chat. We appreciate every single one of you in the chat. If you're new here, please do subscribe. Drop a like on the thing. We welcome people with all sorts of opinions. If you've got a different opinion to us, that's absolutely fine. I'm not going to entertain conspiracy theories and bullshit about our legal system. That's it. But every other opinion, free to go. James McGrogan is asking thoughts on Alanga.
That silence is...
Are we lagging here? What's going on here?
You might cut out a little bit, but it's gone again.
Yeah, it's breaking a bit. Can you speak, Nick?
Hello?
There you go. There you go.
Are we okay?
Yeah.
Why? It's really lagging there. I don't know why.
It's just thoughts on Elanga.
What was the question?
Thoughts on Elanga.
Oh, Elanga. Sorry. Yeah, Elanga, fuck knows. I mean, you take 10 million and run at this point, in my personal opinion. I don't see him working. We just talk about the depth of the players that we've got there in Ahmad, Pellistri, Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony. Where the fuck is Elanga in that pecking order, mate? He's right at the bottom. So there's only one option to do. You either sell him for 10 million, if you can get 10 million, or you loan him out.
Or you release him. Like, cause he's just... I don't.
I mean, you'd be able to get 5-10 million for him, surely.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? It's not that bad.
I don't know. I don't think we'd get that much for him. Like if Eric Bailly's going for 2, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think Eric Bailly is going for 2. 1, he's a lot older than Elango, and 2, he's got bad injury problem, and he also drop kicks people. So
yeah, but
you know what I mean?
That's why I like him. That's why I like him drop kicking people.
Yeah, you might like him, but
Elanga is more like a straightforward player. I mean, he doesn't offer much, because if he has a ball and if he has ground to run, then he's a player to go. But then in Premier League, you have so many good defenders, pacey defenders. So that's where he has been tried. I think in the time of Ragnick, he was bit performing well, but then again,
Daniel, I'm sorry, mate. You're just gonna have to say goodnight. I'm fucking sick of your shit in the chat. Sorry, Dan. Continue.
Okay, so with the Langa, I think maybe a loan move to Italy. That's our favorite league. Then maybe I think he can perform really well in that league. Then with a loan move, and then maybe sell him for 5 to 10 million, because I want at least one of our youth players to go more than 3-2 million. I'm sick of seeing like going only for less than 1 million. And if you see other players in Liverpool and Chelsea and City, those players not even played the first have not been part of the first team, and they're being sold for more than 10 million. And when it comes to United, we can't even sell them for more than 1 or 2 million. But coming to Ilanga, I don't think with the number of wingers we have, he will have a chance. He will not even get a chance to play a single game. So I think for him, definitely, if we get somewhere around 5+, then let's sell him. But if you have an option to loan him out, then better loan him out and get some amount in the next season.
Yeah, I think he's going to go out on loan. Really, really do. Mate, I'm telling you, these teams need to start thinking about these bundle deals and just sell it like that. You can have Telles, Bailly, and Elanga for a full package of £10 million and do it like that. Because we seem to be doing it with this Rasmus deal, saying that you can have Greenwood, and then we'll just do some deals like that. Be smart about it. I mean, the one that you was putting out for Declan Rice with Maguire, Elanga in 40 minutes, like, come on. Come on, that's not even not like who the fuck's going to accept that? No. Do you want 2 players who don't play for us plus 40 million for your captain?
Do you also want to pay their extraordinarily high wages?
Yeah,
Nah, it's not. It's never.
I mean, they can even give a giveaway. I mean, if they're buying Mason Mount, get one player from our team for free, and then get Onana and get one more player free.
Exactly. Yeah, fire sale. We've been saying it since the start of the window. Yeah. Buy one, get one free.
Adding one more point in Onana's thing is, if you see the whole deal, I think if we calculate all the amount involved in that package, and if you consider all the goalkeeper situation, I think we may have a better chance to get Onana. I mean, if you see the net price, we can get it for free, because if you now you are going to sell Henderson somewhere around, it will cover almost like 60% of Onana's deal, 60 to 70%. Then De Gea, you are not covering his wages, and that in itself will save a lot for this whole year. So it's almost like you may cover at least like 40 to 45 million. So Onana for 5 to 10 million is a very cheap deal for us if you consider the net price.
I mean, we slag off the Italian league, for example, for a lot of stuff. But listen, if McTominay goes to Roma, happy days. We already sold Darmian, Ashley Young, Chris Smalling to Roma. Like, we've got rid of so many players today. If we didn't have that league, we'd probably still have fucking half of them. Yeah. So thank God.
They went to Inter and in the Champions League final won a Scudetto.
Yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy.
So
mental. Darmian starting it as a centre back in the Champions League final. What on earth is that? It's crazy. 62 people in the chat. We're gonna do guess the team international edition for anyone who was with us for the last one. Everybody loved it. Got amazing things. Our feedback, should I say, from it. So we're gonna do that very, very shortly. But there's one last important, really, really important article which I know everybody cares about and everybody's been pushing for.
Read a couple of comments before you get to that article.
Okay, go on.
Should we read a couple of comments before you get to the article?
Yeah, go for it.
We could get rid of most of the deadwood on deadline day when they all get desperate. Maybe. I mean, some of them might be a bit thing. Buy 2, get 1 free. Jay McGrogan, absolutely. Roma, Chris Smalling, we want Scott here for a new adventure. Hey, maybe. Yeah, you do well out there. Donny, Maguire, and Martial for a new lawnmower. That's from Brian Casey. Great one. Keep your money. We'll pay them for you to take them. Yeah, absolutely. He'll do well in Rome, Jamie McGorgan. I think McTominay would be good in Italy. I think he'd do really well in the Serie A. We need Rasmus Hojlund and Amrabat next after Onana. I would take that. Absolutely. I'll take that. Yeah.
What was that last comment? Sorry, the audio cut
We
out.
need Rasmus Hojlund and Amrabat next after Onana. Absolutely. I'd take both of them.
Yeah. Right. We talk about transfers and Onanas and Rasmus Hojlunds and all this kind of stuff. But what the real important news is, we've got a new doctor, everyone. We've got a new doctor. So Arsenal's doctor, Gary O'Descroll, moving to Manchester United, expected to remain in current role for transition period before completing switch later this summer. Highly regarded medic, a significant coup for Man United after 14 years. And I know a lot of people will probably hear this, like, we don't care about what you're giving me a here we go on a fucking doctor, like, not bothered. But we have complained about our medical department for a long, long time. And that's just a thing. So I know it doesn't seem like a shiny thing and what a lot of people will be bothered about, but we have legit complained about certain injuries, people being out for ages, not knowing what fucking injuries they have, why they're taking so long to come back. So this is actually a very good sign, and I think people will notice this next week when players are out for not 6 months, like 3 months and stuff, and they're actually getting fucking treated properly. And Rashford isn't playing with a fucking broken back and all these kind of issues. So great signing, in my opinion. Any thoughts on the doctors, lads?
It goes back to, do you remember when Lukaku was here and he didn't know he was lactose intolerant and he kept giving him like milk in his protein shake and stuff, and he didn't. He told them, and he kept giving it to him. It's just like, how fucking stupid do you have to be? Like, he's lactose intolerant. Don't give him dairy. Like, he's fucking idiots. Anyway, but yeah, like, he's more important. What was the name of the biscuit guy who came in? Who was doing
David Harrison.
Yeah, he's more important than that guy. Like, I don't know why that was a story.
Oh yeah, he's like his boss. You know what I mean?
Logistics manager, hiring minibuses and shit. Like, I don't. Yeah, that's not news. But this guy, if he could improve our medical department, he's been at Arsenal for 14 years. He's highly regarded. Absolutely, you want the best in class in every part of the club, don't you? Best doctors, best scouts, best director of football, best players, best manager. You want all of that. It's Manchester United. That's what you want. You want the best of everything. And if this guy is it, absolutely, let's get him on.
Yeah, get your medical emojis in the chat for the new doctor at Manchester United. Dan, do you want any thoughts on the doctor before we move to guess the team? It's absolutely fine if not.
Yeah, not only with the doctor thing, but even I think, though it may not seem from the outside that these are things we do not see much in the, I mean, whenever we see any games. So, but even Ronaldo has emphasized on the things apart from the football thing, whether they're taking care of their own health, about the food they're eating. So, so this also, the doctor situation also comes into that play. So the things like these just builds up a good environment for a player to grow and to maintain his own health. And I think with this doctor signing, I think Martial will be very happy. So just get a house nearby Martial's house, so it will be more easier for us.
There's some comments as well. Jamie McGorgan, Martial, be glad about the new doctor. Jal, maybe this doctor can keep Martial going longer than a couple of weeks. Brian Casey, Martial might stay fit now. Cameron, rumor going around, he was brought in to get Martial to play more than 12 minutes a month.
Okay, now.
Great 100, does Martial want to be fit? DJ Superfly, send the doctor to Martial's. If we get a fit Martial, we have a dangerous striker. It's just all Martial jokes in the chat.
But it's actually like a new signing, because if you can get him playing again, imagine if you get a full season out of Martial, you won't be able to. Honestly, if we brought in Rasmus Hojlund and you knew, someone said to you, guaranteed Martial is going to stay fit and he can play every minute without getting these little niggly injuries, you'd be like, all right, yeah, I'll take that. So maybe instead of spending money on a player, they've just gone, you know what? We'll get this expert doctor in and hopefully he can get his magic sponge out on his knee. Do you remember that in Sunday League? Magic sponge, spray water on his knee, give it a bit of a thing, and it'll be all right. It'll be good to go. Don't worry about it, Martial.
Aaron Gregory said, stop it, Nick. We say this every season about Martial.
Yeah. No, but we've got a new doctor now, Aaron. Have you not heard? Gary O'Descroll is moving to United from Arsenal. Don't worry about it.
So it's like a kid goes to his father and asks for a new bike, and his bike the father says like, go back and use your own bike and the previous bike and service it and use it again. So that's like how Ten Hag might have gone to the club owner and said like, give me a new cycle. And they might have said like, we give you the doctor and manage it with Martial.
Yeah. So they various ways around things, don't
It's
there?
the meme, innit? It's the meme of, Mum, can we get McDonald's? It's like, no, you've got McDonald's at home. And it's just like this shitty microwave burger. And it's like, it's not the same, is it? I wanted that one. And you're pointing at Harry Kane. It's like, I want that. That's what I want.
I think United use that in all areas, don't they? Welcome to Manchester United. Welcome to Manchester United. Yeah. Right. I know what you're all there for. There's 62 of you in the chat. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to. I'm watching you. Whoever's watching me on the screen right now, so one of you haven't liked the video. So if you haven't, please click the button and subscribe if you're new around these parts, or we'll get the doctor on you. Right. Are we ready to go?
Yes. There's a couple more Martial jokes. Martial keeping the medics in a job. Absolutely. The NHS are praying Martial stays with the private doctors. It's grade 100. Aaron Gregory, Donny has been demoted to club doctor to security guard at Carrington. Guy can't catch a break. Oh God, funny. Anyway,
yeah, keep getting your Martial jokes in. We're liking it. Is this what Friday night's all about? You know what I mean? Yeah, keep getting your comments in. Interact with us, especially as we go through these. Now we're going to load the first team up now. So this is international edition. Mm-hmm. What is the first international team? And lads, lads in the obviously the channel, if you get it, don't say it straight away. Give the chance a bit of chat. So what is this team now? You can see the badges on there. Aston Villa net, Sevilla on the right side.
I know it.
Okay. Yeah. Spurs centre back. You got Otamendi at centre back. Oh my God.
Well done. Cheers for that, Nick. Just fucking give it to everybody.
He just read the rules.
Oh look, everybody's got it in the chat now. Argentina.
Well done, everyone. Well done. Yeah. Great knowledge.
Hell, Nick.
I don't. Do you know what? I just saw the bat. I've got no excuses for that at all. No excuses. I can only repent myself by playing a little sound for you because I've absolutely dropped the ball on that one. So there you go.
Onana, what's my name? Onana, what's my name?
Save myself a little bit. Yeah, you're obviously all going to get that. I'll just go through the team now. So you've got
Emi Martinez.
Yeah, go. I'll let you lads. I'll let you lads go for it.
Romero, centre back.
Mhm.
I don't know the full backs. Messi, Alvarez, and
right back is Navas.
Nope.
It's
Argentina, Dan. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm struggling with the full backs. I don't know who the full backs are.
Aaron just said I'm going to say the centre backs Otamendi.
How did you guess that? How did you guess that, Aaron? Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah. The right Henry Jones has got the right back, correct?
And the
left, and the left back as well. What's the midfield?
Enzo.
Yep.
Liverpool. Fucking Argentinian for Liverpool.
Think about it. When it clicks, you'll be like, "Oh shit! Come on, someone's got to get that." Yeah. Wow, Henry is on it.
Is he? Oh, it's the new one. McAllister's the new. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's why I wasn't clicking because I've not seen him play for Liverpool yet. So.
Yeah, and the right side of the midfield is. So put it in the chat. Come on, lads. Atletico Madrid, Argentinian.
DePaul?
Yes.
I wouldn't have got that one.
And then you said two of the front three, didn't you?
Alvarez and Messi. The front two.
Who's the last one?
Benfica.
Yes. New transfer.
Aaron Gregory's just put Griezmann. What the fuck are you on about, Aaron? He's French. Mental case.
Yeah. Who is the left winger? Can anybody get that? Because I'm not.
Oh shit! Is it the Snake? Because he moved, didn't he? Di Maria. He moved to Benfica recently. If it would have been a Juventus badge, I would have got it. But I know he just moved to Benfica, didn't he? Bastard.
Just moved to Benfica. So that is Argentina. Right. The next two ones are a bit harder. I'll tell you
that.
Don't and I won't
read out the fucking.
Yeah. You wouldn't have thought I've been doing this for like 2 years, would you? Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Right. Let's go to the next one then.
There we go. Number 2's up.
What do we think this is? This one's a bit harder, so because I appreciate quite good knowledge, to be fair. So let the comments get involved. Do leave a like on the video, by the way. And let's get it. Wow, Henry Jones, mate. Jesus Christ. I need to get you on the show, pal. On it.
Okay. So they've got it right. So It's going to be Lindelof centre back.
Mhm.
Up front, Swedish Isaac,
Yep.
and then Kulusevski.
Yep.
Spurs.
Mhm.
I don't know what that's it. Hacking. Who the fuck are they? I don't even know who that is.
I can't even guess some of the club names.
Wolfsburg. Is that Wolfsburg on the right?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know who plays them. Leipzig. I should be able to get.
Yeah, Swedish Leipzig. Think about it. It's not in Cam. No. You got the right one in net. Yeah.
Olsen in net. Is he a second goalkeeper for Villa?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the Leipzig left forward winger.
So far you've got Isaac, Kulusevski,
Lindelof.
Olsen in net, Lindelof at the back, of course. Then the others are quite hard to get, so I'll let the chat.
Yeah, I don't. The Leipzig one. I need to get the Leipzig one. I should know the Leipzig one.
Let me know.
Sure.
Someone said Forsberg at Cam. Forsberg isn't at Cam. He's the Leipzig one on the left-hand side. That's Forsberg.
Okay.
Olsen?
Yeah.
Olsen?
Olsen in net. He's the one in net, yeah. Oh, do you mean the left back you were alluding to? The left back is Olsen as well.
I
so Olsen in net and Olsen at left back.
The only teams I've heard of is Spezia and Wolfsburg. I don't know. Hellas Verona, and I don't know what that one on the right back is, and then I don't know what team the left back is either. I'm never getting any of them.
Yeah. Can anyone get the other centre back, the right mid, and the 2 centre mids? That's what's missing right now. Anyone in the chat? Brownie points
Henry,
right now.
Come on, mate. You've got all of these. Get that.
You started off right, but I ain't heard no right back or right mid or centre mids. Jay McGrogan, Henry, you're up, mate.
Grade 100, is that Maguire? No, not even Sweden are taking him, mate. He's not fucking in there.
He wouldn't start.
Although
Sweden.
fucking Southgate bloody picks him for England all the pissing time.
So I'll tell you the centre back who plays for Hellas Verona. So that is Isaac Kien. He's a centre back.
No idea.
The right back is Linus Valkovist, I think his name is. But again, not a lot of people will know him. I appreciate that. Yes, Henry Jones, the centre mid is Ekdal.
No.
Yes, correct.
Henry Jones, your ball knowledge is ridiculous.
Yeah, either that or you Google's really quick.
Yeah.
But I'll just take the first one as the thingy one. It's like bloody Shreyas. Me and Shreya did a video the other week, right? We did pull the cards from the top. His first 2 cards were Mbappe and Benzema. I went, hold on a minute here. I said, you shuffled that deck, like, 2 at the top there. He's like, oh no, I've not. I was like, all right, all right, pal.
Bollocks.
Yeah. So the right mid is Matthias Svanberg, and then the centre mid is Samuel Gustafsson.
No.
Yes, Svanberg, Gregory. Very on point there.
Never would have got any of those ones.
Some of the names seems like new journalists.
Yes, exactly. I made that one hard. This one's between the first one and the second one, I would say. You probably get this.
I know who this is.
Okay.
Already.
Okay.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Chat, fill it up.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you the answer.
I know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Jones has got it already. He smashed it. Yeah, Aaron, Dane Blam. Yeah, everybody's got it. Should we go through it?
Okay.
It's obviously Denmark.
Yes, correct.
Rasmus Hojlund up top. Eriksson in the middle.
Go from goalkeeper throughout the thing because it gets confusing when you start.
Is it
from goalkeeper
Kasper
to
Schmeichel from Nice?
Yes.
Simon, is it Kjaer? AC Milan?
Yeah.
Simon Kjaer. Brentford. Oh, fuck, what's he called? I can't remember his name. I know the Brentford guy as well. Yeah, I can't remember
the left centre back. Barcelona, Danish. Come on.
I know Højbjerg's in the middle. Eriksson's the other one.
Just defenders. Go through the defence first before we get to midfield.
Was he? Oh shit! The guy who's at Chelsea.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, 2 lads in the chat have got it there. Henry, Dambalam, Rane, and someone else got it as well.
Fuck, what's he called?
It's Christiansen.
Bastard.
Christiansen. So then we move into the midfield. Sam, you've already you 2 lads said Eriksson and Højbjerg.
Yeah.
Who's on the wings, lads?
It's Benfica, and then I don't know the other team.
See if anyone in the chat can get it. Who's on the wing in this Danish team? Let's see your ball knowledge now. Is Noah Lang Danish? No, he's Dutch. See, test your knowledge now.
I'm never
saying, we want harder ones. All right.
What that left team is? I don't know what the left team is. Is it a Danish team? The left team, the left hand side.
All of it's Danish.
No. Is it a Danish club team? The left hand side.
Oh right, no, that's Transport. It's Turkish.
Oh.
Yeah, Transport. I don't know how to fucking say it. So I'll tell you. So the midfield, and then we'll do the attack together. So the midfield, on the right, you got Alexander Barr, Højbjerg, Eriksson, and Striker Larsen on the left. You said Rasmus, of course, very relevant at the minute, who's up top. And then you got two more players. Can anyone guess the two other players?
Club Bruges. I should know it because he's been touted, hasn't he? He's quite a good player.
Club Bruges, and then the other one.
Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
See, if we're doing a club badge thing, I would smash that quiz.
Yeah, same. He is a FIFA training, mate. Yeah, all over. That's why I want to do it. I want to go at doing it because I think I'd be good at it.
I don't know.
So the last two players, you've got Jonas Wind on the left, and you've got Andreas Olsen on the right hand side. So
they like the last name in Scandi, don't they, Olsen?
Oh yeah, of course they do. Yeah. So that was a quick little international. Just to get that little bit of base of knowledge a little bit more up. But to be fair, Henry's definitely the winner in there because he absolutely
give him the trophy. Give Henry the trophy.
Trophy goes to Henry until the next one can compete because that was pretty quick. So I don't know how you're going to compete with that. But yeah, who was the Brent? Oh shit! I know you said the Brentford centre back. Sorry about that. That was Zanko. Sorry. So you've got Kasper Schmeichel, Christensen, Kjaer, and Zanko at the back. You've got Striker Larsen, Eriksson, Højbjerg, Alexander Barr, Andreas Olsen, Jonas Wind, and Rasmus Hojlund, soon to be a Manchester United striker.
I think I've got an idea. So I want to do the Sunday League, like, does he score or not? But I also want to do Streets the Players Never Forgot quiz. And I'm just going to put a picture up and you're going to have to guess who it is. I think that would be a good one as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Debate. Obviously, I'm not going to put, like, Michu up and, like, obvious ones, but, like...
Yeah, Michu. Famous celebration. Love that. But, yeah, I thought I'd do something a little bit fun towards the end because everybody like that. People the content that they want to watch, of course. So appreciate everybody in the chat. It's the start of a weekend. Let's see what's in store for Manchester United. Like we said, we've got the the members video that's been done. That'll be put out at some point across the weekend. We had Jay Motti on last night, so if you missed that show, make sure you check that out.
Go watch that.
Some absolute belters in that. We put a clip up today from it. It's funny as fuck. We've got Brian Casey on Sunday, one of the members who's going to be joining us with Joe, so that's exciting. I believe Aaron's back on the show tomorrow. He's going to come jump on with us. So yeah, loads of stuff going on with Real Reds. I mean, not even to mention the Onana transfer soon to happen. If that does break live and goes official, I'll probably go live for it and do a show. We've got Rasmus Hojlund, where them talks are heating up. Greenwood possibly going the other way. And then hopefully we hear something about the ownership because it's just dry as fuck at the moment. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you to the lads for coming on. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Apologies for the technical issues at the beginning. We appreciate you sticking with us and in big numbers as well. Like, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Ultras. Aaron, Gray, Brian Casey, Shah Sam. Who else is in there? Oh, Ashley Dallow's in there as well. But who else did I forget? I don't want to forget people.
Brandon.
Brandon as well. Brandon, apologies. I think that's all the Ultras that are in there right now. But yeah, appreciate all of you guys. We do this because you enjoy it. So that's why we do it. So the more you enjoy it, the better it is for us. So we appreciate everything.
Yeah. And anyone who's watching this maybe later on who isn't watching it live. So take care of yourself, guys. Have a great weekend. And let's hope we hear something. Onana, here we go. If we do, we'll go live. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
We want Blaze House and we want Blaze House. We want Blaze House and we want Blaze House. We want Blaze House and we want Blaze